เอาละครับแล้วตอนนี้ผมอยู่กับ developer ของเกม Cat Quest 2 นะครับเกมที่เคยวางจำหน่ายในภาษาไทยมาก่อนแล้วอันนี้เรามาคุยกับตัวทีม developer ของเขากันนะครับโอเค so please introduce yourself.
I'm Desmond. So from the Gentle Bros. So we're a company based in Singapore, and we've made a few games so far. One of them being Cat Quest, and now we're making Cat Quest 2. Yeah.
Okay. So your first game is Cat Quest.
Yeah. No, first game is actually this game called Slashy Hero.
Slashy Hero.
Yeah, it's on iOS and Android. So Cat Quest is actually our second game. Yeah.
So could you please describe Cat Quest? What kind of game it is? How it's played?
Cat Quest is a fast-paced RPG where you play as a cat trying to save the world, and you also fight dragons along the way. Yeah, so it's we're trying to make a very accessible RPG. So if it's your first time playing RPGs, you can totally get into it. But if you're like a seasoned gamer, it has enough to offer you to keep you interested in the long run as well. Yeah.
So what's the inspiration behind the creation of like Cat Quest series?
Oh, it's actually cats in general. Yeah, so it's
So
actually,
you love cats?
yeah, we as a company we really love cats. So we actually wanted to make a dancing game with cats. So that was the first idea, but it didn't really work out, and we kept changing the idea over and over until we finally got Cat Quest. So cats were the original inspiration, and we wanted to create an RPG with cats in the end, and yeah, Cat Quest was the outcome.
What's different from Cat Quest 2 and the first one?
Okay, so the biggest difference is you get to not only play as a cat this time, you can also play as a dog. So we're introducing dogs to the world. Yeah, and it's also for the first time in the series, it's completely co-op, local co-op, which means you can play with a friend. Yeah, at any point of time, it's seamless multiplayer.
Drop in, drop out.
Drop in, drop out multiplayer. So you can be playing by yourself, and if your friend wants to jump in, he can just plug in his controller and he's good to go. And if he needs to leave, he can just plug out his controller and you can continue playing.
So how many players the game support?
So maximum 2 players. So these two are the main characters of the game. So you're playing as both a cat and a dog, trying to save the world because their kingdoms are at war. You know how cats and dogs always are fighting. Yeah.
You localized Thai version of the game before and the first Cat Quest. What's inspired you? What make you want to do the localization?
So it's actually a pretty long story. So as you know, Cat Quest or original Cat Quest was also supposed to come out on iOS, right? So we had some contacts in Apple, and they were telling us that the Thai market was really up and coming, and there were a lot of gamers in Thailand looking to play new and fresh games. So we thought, hey, this is a good opportunity to enter a market that not many other people have entered yet. And we're also lucky to have a few contacts in Thailand that helped us to translate the game into Thai. And then we realized this is a really great opportunity. We wanna make sure as many people as possible can play Cat Quest. And yeah, that's why we decided to localize.
And is there any difficulties during the process?
I wouldn't say it's anything as especially difficult about Thai. So the main problem with localizing Cat Quest is that we have a lot of cat puns. Yeah, cat puns that some of them really only work in English. So our Thai localization team or our translator had to really get really creative with trying to like translate some of the cat puns from English to Thai. Yeah, and we think she did a really great job. Yeah.
Okay. So how well received the first one, the first Cat Quest?
It was really well received. So we had a lot of downloads, especially in Thailand and other parts of the world. We were nominated for the DICE Awards, which is one of the most prestigious like awards in the world right now. So yeah, we were like, I think the top 3 best-selling games in Japan for the Switch. And yeah, we are currently ranked like top 30 best-selling games in Japan as well. So it's been doing pretty great for us so far. Yeah, and the fan outpouring has been like super awesome. Yeah.
So where can we go for the latest information about your game?
Oh yeah, you can check out our Facebook page, our Twitter account, and we have a Discord channel as well, if that's your thing. Yeah.
When the game will be released and on what platform?
Cat Quest 2 will be released on third quarter of 2019. It will be out on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PC, iOS and Android. Yeah.
Basically everything.
Basically everything, yeah, basically everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you leave some more message to Thai fans?
Thank you for playing Cat Quest. We know there's a lot of you guys out there. We see you all the time on our Facebook page. Thank you. Keep the support and love you guys. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you for the interview. Is it this month เอาละครับตอนนี้ผมอยู่กับค่ายโทเกโปรดักชันนะครับเป็น Publisher ของเกม Ultra Space Battle Brawl นะครับก็เป็นเกมสไตล์ Brawler เดี๋ยวให้เขาอธิบายว่าเกมของเขาเป็นยังไงละกันนะครับ So first please introduce yourself
So my name is Fahmi. I am handling all the marketing and PR stuff for the publishing division of Toge Productions, and I'm here representing Ultra Space Battle Brawl. It was made by our friends, one of the studio we invest in. It's called Mojiken Studio, and they're based in Surabaya, Indonesia.
Toge Production based in Indonesia
Yeah, in Jakarta. And it's actually not in Jakarta, but outside of Jakarta, Tangerang.
Please describe USBB. What kind of game it is? How it's played?
It's basically Pong on steroids.
On steroids.
Yeah, so we try to mix classic games like Pong with the essence of fighting games because the creator is a big fan of Street Fighter. So he tried to make everything based on, not everything, a lot of things are inspired by Street Fighters. That's why like if you saw the opening scene, it's basically like the Street Fighter 2 Hyper. And then the characters, they have like this, a lot of tropes of fighting games, and then we also want to put a lot of Indonesian cultures, so we put the unpopular cultures like the stereotype of races in Indonesia, and then the music is basically like dangdut. Dangdut is like the traditional truck driver songs, and then the artwork is based on comics but more, it has like a lot of not traditional but urban traditional.
So you decide to put some sensitive material inside there.
Not really sensitive. It's like something that is really Indonesia but rarely known outside. If you associate everything in my country, people will think about wayang, batik, or traditional stuff, or religions. But we want to put the urban, popular stuff that is basically Indonesia, but people don't push it forward.
So it's like kind of expose more Indonesian culture or something like that. So what's the inspiration behind the game?
So just like I said before, it's basically Pong, but it was actually born on a game jam. So Mojiken Studio made a game jam, and the main idea of the game jam is to make a game based on classic title, but put your soul into it. And because the creator loved fighting games so much, he tried to mix Pong with fighting games.
Have you had any experience in Thai market before?
No.
No.
I mean, we used to, before we start our publishing division, we were focusing on flash games, free flash games on browser. For flash games because it's free, and for our mobile games too because it's free. It was pretty popular in Southeast Asia, so one of them of course Thai. I mean Thai is the biggest market for mobile, right?
Oh well, I've checked out your website, Toge Production. There's a lot of interesting game. Like you should publish it. Like the one with the devil arm or something like that.
Yeah, Rising Hell.
Yeah.
Rising Hell is pretty popular, but the thing is, we're not sure whether it's feasible to localize it in Thai language or not because we never really experienced direct penetration to Thai market.
Okay, so basically the answer is maybe.
I mean, we won't stop. We won't.
one game.
Yeah, I mean, we will try to explore things.
Okay, so any plan for Thai localization?
If somebody want to translate it for us, we will happily accept it.
Seriously? Okay, sure.
Because,
I'll send a quotation.
if it's cheap enough.
Okay. So, if we want latest information about your game, where should we go?
You can go to togeproductions.com. It has everything about us. And then follow our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is Toge Productions. And if you want to talk directly to us, just join our Discord, discord.gg/TOGE.
Okay. So, when will the game release and on what platform?
This one, USBB is, I don't know whether I should say this or not, but it's out on that other console.
Okay.
Yeah. It's coming to PC and PS4 this year.
This year. So, last thing, can you leave any message to Thai fans?
Buy our games.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so that's it for Ultra Space Battle Brawl. So check it out. ขอขอบคุณผู้สนับสนุนจากเว็บไซต์ Patreon ระดับปีศาจคุณต้น แล้วก็ต้องขอขอบคุณผู้สนับสนุนในลำดับชั้นอื่นๆ ทุกท่านเลยครับ ถ้าไม่มีคุณก็ไม่มีผมครับ